Check, check, check. 1, 2, and 2. I did lose my voice last night in the 4-hour stream, so it won't be as strong as normal. But anyway, I want to call out people that hate on themselves. There's really no reason to, but Michael Miller, such a scam. I find it hard to believe so many people give this guy money. I'll show you why people give this guy money, because I drew a cup and handle, around this date and this date, and I've been calling out shorts since 5/8, right? 425 Bitcoin shorts. At the end of April, I was getting you ready for these massive shorts. You'd be in so much money right now if you were in my trading group. You'd be paid in the shade. Like you wouldn't have been told the long, you wouldn't have been told the DCA. In my trading group, you actually weren't told anything but to look at the charts and and do what the charts convey, and the charts would have told you to get paid. Yeah, there we go. Let me see here again. You have to bear with me. I'm on I was up till 3 a.m. watching the markets. I streamed for 4 hours last night. I'm a real person. I'm not a computer. People seem to think I'm a bot or something. And Michael, man, people seem to think you could say I don't have a heart, calling me a scammer. You don't think that hurts? If I ever saw you in the street, bro, I would probably give you a big hug, because I'm a cream puff. I look like a real soft guy, right? I look like a guy that would just let you talk to me, right? Do I look like a guy that would just let you come up and talk to my face? Anyway, Celtics tonight, baby. We got a big game. Bitcoin needs to decouple from the traditional markets. Institutions trading is like an equity. Bitcoin is not a stock in the U.S. markets. It's the people's asset. Believe in Bitcoin. I love you, man. Lemon fresh. Babe, could you get me some water? I have my jar here. Hold on. Just bring me a cup of water and I'll pour it in. Yeah, I lost my voice last night in the live. Anyway, much love and respect. I was up till 5 a.m. but didn't wake up till 11 p.m. See? I was up till 4 a.m. and I woke up at 8 a.m. So I'm ready to rock. So look, we drew this cup and handle for Bitcoin. Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. A lot of other people are sitting here talking about how much they lost. We get to sit and talk about the gains in the channel, the gains. Yes, my overall portfolio, everyone, I want to let you know, I'm down over $500,000, $600,000, but that's because I hold a lot of Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin goes up and down, you're going to watch your portfolio go up and down, but I'm not going to sell my Bitcoins. It's just not going to happen. So, yes, I saw my portfolio go down by $500,000. Again, you got to have money to lose money, right? So that's an accomplishment that I could lose $500,000. At the same time, I mean, it's insane, right? It's insane. Man, this dude, I'm going to kidnap you and force you to take a vacation. It's coming, LOL. I'm nearing 25K myself. It goes all around. Yeah. I heard Binance stopped BTC withdrawals. Really? You should try in movies. New lifer, 3 days old. Made 2 trades you mentioned and paid my membership. Don't justify the haters, but acknowledge them. You rock. Man, I love you, man. Thank you so much, man. Kelsey joined the group 3 days ago, and she got in there. Kelsey, I want to take a picture of that, give people the hope, because a lot of people don't have the hope right now. I want to let you know that there's money to be made in this market. Any single way it goes, there's money to be made in this market. So whatever you got to do. Thank you, my wife. I love you so much. Such a sweet woman in my life. What would I do without you, babe? You're a big mean man. I'm the meanest. They call me Sam the Brute. I reign with an iron fist, Anyway, we're alive, and that's a win by itself. Remember this, nature is God's way of talking to us. It is, man. Shout out to Crypto Cash, my man. We love you, bro, and thank you for always getting us in the right mood and in the right place. Look at that, having his little fire in Lake Tahoe in his beautiful paradise. Love you, brother. And look at this, man. He made 46. He made 99. He shorted the isolated Bitcoin longs. What? You're funny, yeah. Or did you short? It looked like they were shorts, right? Anyway, but he made gains. He's just showing you that he made some gains, posted the gains. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Bitcoin going for 300 MA weekly. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and see what's happening in the space. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. We take a look at Total. Total losing $1 trillion market cap. That's the big deal that everybody talks about. That was our line in the sand right here, 1.19. And you can see bounce, bounce, bounce. Once you broke that, you had some support. Our last bit of support is in this chunky area here. You break that, we're going to drop all the way to $616 billion. Or do we hit this previous all-time high at $724 billion? We're not that far away from what could be a possible bottom here, so we shall see. But anything is possible, all right? Anything is possible, everyone. Yeah, I'm tired. Let me hit that live stream button. Shout out to everybody here on the live. So we're looking at total, the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Yeah, whenever I do that, it gets the chat pumping, though. So I like that. Get that chat pumping, man. No screen, no screen, no screen, no screen. All right, anyway. And do you guys want the extra camera? It can be put up if you want it, but it doesn't have to be there. It can be put up if you like, you know. We can swing it up there. I don't know if you want it. You know, hey, bada bada bing. It's completely up to you, you know. You tell me how you feel. I think it's kind of distracting a little bit, you know, but it's fun. I think for Saturday streams and fun stuff, and just do some, you know. They hate us because they ain't us. Just messing with us, huh? Bing bong. Shout out to Emery Thompson. Hey, Sam, give us a hope all the time, man. Bottom left, if you have it all. My man Sam was doing handstands at 1 a.m. for the last night. Guy is dedicated. Shout out to Bison9. Anything is possible. Probably the only thing going through the CEO of Celsius mind right now. Yeah, and Celsius, I mean, that's, Sam, you are a freaking workhorse, man. Seriously, bro. You set the standard. Most people can't even come close, man. Appreciate you, Sam. Thank you, Rodney Robinson. I love you, man. Then you can jump back and forth depending on what you're doing. Shout out to Dustin Cava. Set the Rodecaster to your OBS to allow you to switch cameras with your preset buttons. Oh, yeah, I could do that too. That'd be pretty cool, right? Yeah. Set the Rodecaster Pro to allow you to switch the cameras with your preset buttons. Yeah, I think I could do that somehow. I forget how, though. Cryptolifer takes no days off. No, we will win. The Celsius account freeze was insane. People losing everything. I don't think they're going to lose everything. I think Celsius is going to do the right thing. I don't think a billionaire would steal everybody's money. You hope. Will USDT unpeg? I don't think so. I don't know why you're so worried about that. Take a deep breath. There's no talks of unpegging on USDT. But anything is possible. Get yourself in some USDC, BUSD. Make sure you have, make sure you're in some stable, and you're in multitudes of stable. We'll take a look at US Tether right now just to make sure. 99.86, getting close, but I've seen that before. It did get low, though, 99.78, but it's pretty close of a peg. I mean, less than a penny. But you don't want to see any pegging going on. If you look in the last 7 days, we did see a dip there. That's a little strange yesterday. A lot of people running in and out of the peg. So, but that's, anything could happen. I just want you to understand that. Anything could happen. It has been depegging a little over the last 24 hours. I have more in USDC than USDT. I would trust USDC the most, everybody, the most. Honestly, like if I had to make a call, it would be USDC. So look at this. 46 point. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. I got the red on, as you can see, for the red day, red pocket square. It's all red, 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 red. The pain. The pain, no gain, though, right? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Long night last night. That 4-hour stream took more out of me than I realized. I'm not a fan of pegging. My wife showed me, and it hurt. Man, that's funny. How can we go yesterday? I said 22K. Here we come. How low can we go? Oh, we are talking about stable coins. Yeah, Duquan. Binance put a hold on BTC withdrawals this morning. Really? Are you serious? Binance US or Binance.com? Really? Are you serious? Hold on. Let's go to Twitter on that. Why would Binance put a hold on BTC withdrawals? It doesn't make any sense. Because too many people were trying to take BTC out or something? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would Binance stop withdrawals? He better say something right now. Temporarily pause the withdrawals on Binance due to a stuck transaction causing a backlog. Should be fixed in 30 minutes. We'll update. 2 hours ago. This is only impacting the Bitcoin network. You can still withdraw Bitcoin on other networks like BEP20. Like, this is going to take a bit longer to fix than my initial estimate. More updates soon. Thanks for your patience and understanding. I wouldn't worry about it. I really wouldn't. Don't take a deep breath. Don't start getting into that FUD and leading into the fear. Deep breaths, everybody. We've been through a lot more than this. I saw BitConnect. I saw it all. I've seen it all get destroyed. So, look, this is a falling wedge on total, the entire market cap of cryptocurrency. If we could ever get back into this falling wedge, we could break back up to 1.46 trillion. However, our measured move is falling to 846 billion. And when you broke the $1 trillion region, you know that was a big deal. You guys are animals. I had to cash out at about 10 p.m. You guys went till 1 a.m. Pure beast mode. No keys, no cheese, baby. Yeah, it's going down, dude. And nothing wrong with staying on the sidelines right now. We're all going to die. Run, panic, freak out, lose your minds. You're funny. I know today is a bloody day, but I hope all you lifers have a great day. FUD is FUD. At least he's giving updates and reasoning, unlike Celsius. Bad time for Binance to have a tech hiccup. It is a weird, I mean, what a coincidence to tech hiccup. Like, come on, man. You know, like you think. 2317, last line for Jason Casper. Just bought 100,000 a SHIB. Wow, unreal. 100 million SHIBs, you mean? You put a dollar sign. If you had $100 million, I hope you weren't buying shit with it. Super, send in a super chat of a deep dive. Send in a super chat. We'll do a deep dive. We'll go over your charts. We'll go over what you want to talk about, a coin you're looking at, and more. We're going to take a look at the S&P 500. That's really going to tell us what's happening in the markets. And you can see we completely collapsed. And we went to my circled area. I said, if we dump, we're going to come right here. So I even called the dump on the S&P. I said, follow this channel. If we could stay in this channel, we could pump to the upside. The channel did not hold. We did not pump to the upside. We decided to Bart Simpson and corral to the downside. The 1 hour and the 4 hour would have told you that. Why? Because once you got to this point and you didn't break out, see, as the stochastics got up, that was your time to break out. You break out when stochastics go up. When the stochastics here went up, but you did not get above this line. Each time that happened, rejection, rejection, rejection. It was getting more and more likely you were going to do what's called a Bart Simpson. Now, why did I know that the S&P was going to come to 37.8? Like, how did I know right where we're at? Like, how did I know that? Because I drew this channel, and I understand that price action stays inside of channels. I also am good at knowing when price action leaves a channel but comes back in. And so I regulate the channel by what hits the channel more, meaning, when I mean that, I regulate the channel, meaning, yes, like, I make sure the channel doesn't, like, because most people would be here, and it's like a falling, broadening wedge, and we could put that for sure. But I also sometimes, you know, show that we left, and we bounced, we came back inside the pattern, rejection. You can see this is a reversal too. You have diagonal support and resistance on all different time frames. So look, resistance, resistance, bounce. When you fell, and that should have been your bounce up. When you didn't, you fell through. Resistance, resistance. You came back up, came back a second time. Resistance. Now you're going to head back down to the bottom of the channel. It's just only likely you head right here. So if you look at an S&P on the 2 hour, that's where we head right there. Now we go any lower, we're going to get smashed to the downside, right? Fed raising rates. I think the Fed rates have been baked in. Once they raise rates again, I don't know what people are going to do. Like, how much lower can you go? But what's going to happen is everyone's going to sell off the stock market. We're in a recession. Everyone realizes there's no money to be made right now. They're going to keep printing. They're going to keep raising the interest rate. They're going to nail, the dollar's going to keep going up in value. They're going to keep raising the interest rate. Gas is going to keep going up. They're going to keep raising the interest rate. Gas is going to keep going up. People are going to get unsettled. We are going to have civil unrest in the country. Be careful. I'm telling you, get yourself to a rural neighborhood. Make sure that you have some protection. I'm serious. I'm not trying to scare everybody, but I'm telling you what's going to happen because I can see it. The masses don't understand, and when the masses get upset, they just wow out. They don't want to get educated. They don't want to find out the real reasons of what's happening. They don't want to know what the Federal Reserve is and that it's a private entity and that it's printing money to us and we're lending it like a mafia and then we owe it back to them. People don't want to know that. People don't want to know the truth. You know, to be honest, I skipped work today to reflect the $100,000 loss. You mean loss? Second that, HODL, food, ammo, and Bitcoin. Yeah. DXY double tops on the daily. Bitcoin capitulates. Anything could happen, baby. Looking forward to when they release the dollar classic and repeg the new one to gold. That's funny. There's no channel more real than the Lifers. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 562 people, 224 likes. Don't make me even ask for that like. Come on. I'm losing my voice. I live streamed for 4 hours yesterday. Don't make me ask for it. Not today. Not today. Don't beat me today. Don't whip me today. Come on. You guys, I get whipped enough. You know, if I told you the things I've been through because of this channel, you wouldn't believe me. One day I'm going to write a book and I'm going to tell you what they did to me. I'm seriously. And you know who they are. The grimiest people on earth, man. I won't even get into it. But anyway, can this falling wedge break to the upside? Says we can. However, look at this is what you want to watch. You want to watch the 1 hour, and the 1 hour resets back to the upside and gives you nothing. That's price action telling you that it doesn't have it in it to go up anymore. So you just keep making these bear flags and dropping to the downside. 1 hour is just beginning the dump. So this is beginning for the day. I think we're going to end even lower to S&P is going to end the day even lower at 3,697. So that's the measured move. I don't see how we stop from here because the 1 hour is just getting started and you fell out with a fat candle. So panic selling throughout the entire world markets. I don't care what you're in. There's panic selling. Ethereum back to $1,200 and in a bear flag. I'm telling you right now, it looks like it's going to get worse here. It looks like we're in for a just complete collapse. You have to just short this 1 hour. There's really nothing else you could do, in my humble opinion. You wait for the 15-minute to get overbought. It is. You're trying to make a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. It's getting ugly. Doesn't seem to really want to maintain. You had a high. You made a secondary high. It's like this. You keep trying to make the shoulder. This looks just like that. That pattern and these patterns are identical and drop to the downside. So your measured move for the S&P, for the Ethereum, it's 1,075. That looks like a short to continue. A lot of people were FOMOing just the other day at 30K. Cash out. Is it Commanderkin? We're sitting in that single support zone on Bitcoin in 22 to 24 range. But we lose this, that 18 to 20 is the next support zone. Just another bear flag. Been watching it do that for a week. Palm to face. Yep. No, we got the music. Maybe it was just too low. You couldn't hear it. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin and the monthly support. I mean, I think we broke it, but we have to close a candle in the next month below it. So we'll take a look at that as well. We're going to say, honestly, once you were below the 200-day moving average, you were in a bear market, And last night we said where we were about to go. Like if you were in my trading group, we gave you Bitcoin on the USD chart right before I went to bed. And to me, it looked like we were going down, let me see, to 23,008. And that's exactly where we went, 23.3. Continuing to go to the downside now. Let's take a look here. BTCUSD. I had so many different charts out last night. Let me just see. Oh, I'm on the 15. Let's see. Yeah. So look, the measured move is to 20,274. Looks like we're going to get there today. I don't see anything stopping us. So let's take a look at the 1 hour. Only thing different between the Bitcoin and the world markets is the Bitcoin's just slumped. Bitcoin had all night dump, but the world markets didn't. So they got uncoupled in a second. You see what I'm saying? Hey, cryptolifer, I'm really motivated to become a day trader. Any tips, the key things you need to learn? Also, the most important stuff I need to learn. I can't just throw things at you to learn. You must know your support and resistance. You must know your stochastics RSI, very accurate indicator. I would jump into the beginner's course. I have a beginner's course every single Tuesday, man. It would definitely be smart of you to jump on in from 3 to 5, New York City time. People are signing up like hotcakes. It's actually getting very, very, very popular. The class is getting more popular than ever because people are getting wrecked and they don't want to get wrecked anymore. So jump on into the trading group. It's from 3 to 5 New York City time. It's $99. I give you so much for $99. I give you a PowerPoint to go home with. I give you a 9-point checklist that I created after 7 years of trading. So you basically get my head of 7 years for $99. You get so much. You get so much. Link in the description below if you want to jump into the automated or pay in cryptocurrency or PayPal. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com to get into the class. So that's my first suggestion for you. In my opinion, it's time to sue the Federal Reserve banking system, cheaters, injustice. Yeah. I'm in your class tomorrow. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. I want to see that BOOKMAP explosion. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Transcendexend. Beginners course every Tuesday, 3 p.m. Last Saturday of every month, 9 a.m. Learn the language of the charts. 2 hours that are life-changing. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com to jump on in. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com to jump on in. So, and we'll get that BOOKMAP fired up for you guys. BOOKMAP is amazing. Link to BOOKMAP is in the description below. You won't find better discounts to my BOOKMAP, to BOOKMAP anywhere else. So check it out. Get Global Plus. See the liquidations. See with the order books. It helped us figure out last night that we're going to continue lower because we just saw more and more liquidity bigger than the higher liquidity. That higher liquidity needed to beat the lower liquidity. It wasn't going to happen. So we talked about total, breaking the market cap. And we see it going all the way down to the measured move so far at $851 billion. The altcoins got slaughtered as I suggested. Look, I drew this line, said we would probably get all the way to $316 billion. And lo and behold, they got absolutely slaughtered. They're at resistance there. And this was a bear flag. I took the length of this pole. That gave me where we were going to go. And lo and behold, that's where we're headed. It's just strictly TA, everybody. The TA will give you what you need. Let's talk about the phantom short we put out. Let's talk about the dot short we put out. Let's talk about all the shorts that we've been banging on. I mean, this short just kept continuing to the upside. Look, it went up in total, 44%. We talked about it yesterday. You would have made serious gains had you been in my channel. Serious gains. Also, we were buying down here on this Phantom short. Started shorting Phantom early bird style. Early bird. If you look at the gains on gains, I mean, we made 218% Phantom, shorting Phantom, and probably more. All right, and probably more. Also, if you're my trading group, I called out a short for Bitcoin during the Celtics game. I was at the Celtics game. I saw the rising wedge. I was like likely to break to the downside. Lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. Through the thick and thin, perseverance will always win. Shout out to Bobby Fan, my man. Took the beginner's course, and I'm in the Discord. Both are amazing. Shout out to Wicked Trader for saying that. I appreciate it. Black Lifey Coffee, gains. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here. Lifer, I'm not just spreading FUD. This is more serious than anyone understands. Get your crypto off exchanges now and avoid Ethereum network or any layer 2. Wow. Avoid any layer 2? Really? Like Matic or anything? Wow. Honda Man. What is he saying, man? I didn't see his first thing. Get ready for Ethereum 3.0 shortly after 2.0 goes horribly wrong. You're funny. Suggest taking the beginner's course from the Lifer. Yeah. Hey, Crypto Lifer, I'm really motivated to become a day trader. Oh, sorry to Alana. We read that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the love, man. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. All we have is our life. All we have is our ability to be positive. All we have is our ability to dig deep, believe in God, and find our way. There's nothing else for me personally that keeps me grounded, keeps me happy, lets me know that I'm part of a bigger existence. And you know what? I can't take the money that when I die. So even if I was worth $20 billion right now, I really wouldn't be able to take it when I die. So like, what would be the point? You know what I'm saying? It would be fun. I could share it with each and every one of you. I could make people happy with it, I guess. We could buy stuff. We could go around the world. We could travel, and we could have new experiences. Money is for having experiences in my mind and nothing more, Can we please smash the likes up for the Lifer? Nobody cares more for the people than the Lifer. Thank you. Probably stop saying that, Luna. They are two different things. You're comparing two completely different things. ETH isn't going to zero, guys. Panic in the market. Yeah, that guy's bugging out. Don't listen to people when they tell you to panic like that. Definitely have the majority of your money. Yeah, he's a caper, yeah. Lifer, my charting is starting to make sense. Thank you. Anytime, Billy Dickens, anytime. Morning, Lifers. Take a deep breath and stay calm. Has anyone heard from CJ last night? Yeah, he's all right. I believe he's all right. I haven't heard from him, though. ETH is at risk because of the merge and staked ETH and the mechanics of not being able to take out any staked ETH post-merge. Exchanges are selling promise notes for ETH and ETH-backed tokens. I agree. I mean, that whole, BETH, and then you're holding your BETH. I don't know. Dude, we're going to rip in 2 days, and people are going to be calling for 200K. All the FUD spreaders, yeah, I agree. Do the videos stay up on the class? CJ is a millionaire, right? You're funny. ETH money heading to Texas, to Tezos, probably. Honda enough. This is the channel for emotional and uneducated FUD nonsense. Calm down, guys. Everyone, it's all good. Don't worry. We're not going to even let the chat get that way. I'm going to control the chat right now, and I'm going to keep the chat positive and full of love. Watch. Everyone write love in the chat right now. Just the word love. Just the word love. Then you want to write light. Love and light, baby. And honor, man. Love, light, and honor. Everyone write love, light, and honor in the chat. If you're with me, if you're a lifer, I want you to write love, life, and honor. Love, light, and honor. Love, light, and honor. Do you live in honor? Do you live in love? Do you live in light? Are you full of the light, of the brightness? Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for that engagement. And if you had to pick one, what would you live in? I would live in honor. Because I believe honor brings love, and love is light, and honor is light and love. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for sending that love. Wow, we got lifers for days. Wow. And in the chat, send in the chat if you're going to be here in 2 years in crypto. Let me know if you're going to be here in 2 years in crypto. I want to know in the chat. Put a peace sign in the chat representing 2 years. Or just put 2. I want to see how many people put a 2. Are you going to be here in 2 years? Are you ready for the long haul? Do you have your plan? Did you DCA? Do you have a bag on the side? I've been saying for 6 months. Do you have some cash on the side? Did you not go all in? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. But by golly gee, oh my, wow, look at this. We got a group, man. We got a real crypto group. Everybody's here for the long haul, baby. Everybody's here for the long haul. I like what I'm seeing. Shout out to the crypto lifers. Even when I'm losing my voice, even when I got nothing left, I still have something to give. I love y'all. I love y'all with all my heart. I love y'all with all my heart. I love y'all with all my heart. It was you who saved me. God made you all and God saved me, so it was you who saved me. I never realized if I reached out to the world and I fell back, the world would catch me. I never realized if I reached out to the world and I fell back, that the world would catch me. I always thought it was my family, my friends, and all these people that would catch me. But it was you. It was you. It was the lifers. Thank you, each and every one of you, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. It's days like these when I realize we created something strong, something amazing that can't be taken away. My 505 days, however days we went, the days cannot be taken away. Right? The connections I made with each and every one of you cannot be taken away. Shout out to you all. Thank you so much for being here. And I love you. I love you. I love you. With you and the lifers the next 2 years. Shout out to Crypto Rambler, man. We're going to make it, baby. It's make it a pump or a dump. We'll take a look in a second. So happy to see a man of God and crypto. Shout out to you, lifer. Thank you, Sub-Zero. Modern technology allows us to compress data. I just compressed a 100K portfolio into a 50K account. What, me worry? Not with lifer on my side. Shout out to Crypto to the Grave, man. Days like this create strong men. Strong men are needed once again. Every race, every color. Let's go. It's true. It's true. We got you like you got us, lifer. Shout out to Dustin Hall. Much appreciated to you and yours, man. Thank you. Love, light, and honor. Moving with grace and the Most High. Shout out to Stack McChange. He saved you in that car that night. You know, you hit me so hard when you were like, Sam, I got to tell you, I finally just laid down. I prayed because I had lost control. The car was out of control. Like, I knew that I was spinning in space and the only one that could save me was God. Like, man, you touched me. I got goosebumps, Stack. I get goosebumps, man. Best personality, hit the like, sub, and bell. Been in since 2014 when only 2 YouTube channels were doing it. Shout out to Jack Spence. And you've been here that long, man. That gives me a lot of respect. You've been here that long and you respect me. Then I respect you, Jack. Shout out to Jackie Spence, man. Thank you, brother. Let's make that cheddar. Doesn't matter if the market's going up and down. Keep your emotions out of your trades. Exactly. Tether locked and loaded, baby. Crazy. Tonic is pumping. Funny. Tectonic. You guys are funny. So look, I mean, this is a flag on the short here. Chance this goes up to the upside based on the 1 hour chart. You know, don't be greedy. Again, I'd be taking profits in the short. There's some bearish divergence there on the short right there. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down on the RSI, you know. So, damn, man, my throat hurts. It was a long night last night, I'll tell you that. Blessed by the lifer of the family and God. Amen. I'm new to the channel, but loved you already. God bless, man. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. You must go through these market cycles to realize that the bottom will come. We will bounce and maybe decline again, but don't revenge trade. Drink lemon water, Chief. Thank you, Felipe. I didn't have my water yet, and my honey when my throat hurts, right? Like the two things that are good. Shout out to Bison9 for the $10 super chat. You're the man, dude. Hot lemon water with plenty of honey. I ain't sold a thing and I ain't gonna. Shout out to San Huddle, man. You out of your mind. I'm glad I found before the bearish times, baby. You have the right heart for God can use and make you the best, man. I am just a vehicle for God. I know that now. I've opened myself up to the light and to the movement of the universe, and the universe has responded. It's the reason why my channel grew. I equate it all to God. Genius or manic, we will see. You never know. Global central banks will go live with ISO 222 this November. CBDC is coming. I truly believe ISO 222. Yeah, not 2022, but 222. Yeah, and Stellar Lumens could rule the world. I'm telling you, I got Stellar. I got my XRP. I got some quant, you know, and I'm ready to watch this new system take place. The reset is coming. They're going to have to reset the entire world's economy onto a new standard because I don't know what they're going to do when they keep printing the dollar to zero. I have no clue what they're going to do. So you could see a move here to the upside. Just, you know, that bearish divergence is good on the short. It tells us that we may be kind of ending the pain here, but we shall see. Let's jump into Bitcoin. Wow, we call this. And look, this is actually bridging. It's actually just breached this resistance. If this keeps going up, I mean, you're going to get at least a year for more gains. It's the Bitcoin short. 46% gained on the Bitcoin short. Unbelievable. That's outrageous, right? Dow Jones down 700 points, right? And we were hoping we could make a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Can we V-shape recovery out of this? This is the this could happen. Why I believe we could, because we're just oversold in the daily time frame now. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. The dollar empire is over. I can't sell, but I have all ISO coins, so I will be all right. Shout out to Crypto Wayne. Russia and China sense this and are attempting to flex. Yep. All YouTuber fraudsters. We called it. We told you. Hug. All YouTuber fraudsters. I mean, I wasn't a YouTuber fraudster at all. I said I said I don't know which way the market's going, and I'm not a fraudster. I don't sell a Bybit link. I don't push garbage on my traders. I have a $99 group that I charge my hard-earned time for, which I believe I should get paid $99 for. I believe I'll give you so much of my years and years and years of knowledge that you'll be able to gain it from my knowledge, and I believe it's worth way more than $99. I think I'm actually doing a service by charging $99. And then I give away my trading groups, which I put like so much effort to the point where like I turn blue in the face, and I give everything I have, and I charge only $99 for those. I feel everything I do is honorable and upfront, and I love my products. I love what I stand behind, and they stand behind me and who I am. I have no problem charging for my services. I believe my services are 100%. I don't sell Bybit links. I don't make money when people get liquidated to the downside. There's every other YouTuber does it. Want me to call them all out? I'm sorry. Like, I can just go down the line. I'll go find every YouTuber that has a link, right? And I'm not hating right now. Thomas Crowlow, great guy, seems like a really nice guy. He's pushing a Bybit link on you. Like, that's what he's doing. Like, at the end of the day, if you go through his videos and you see halfway through his videos, he's pushing prize pools and Bybit. He's wearing Bybit sweaters, man. You know, Sammy Loyal. You know, guy traveling the world. I'm 20 years old. I bought this. I did that. 126. He's pushing by. He's a nice kid too. I'm not putting them down. I think they're nice people. They just all took the bait. He wears Bybit shirts, for crying out loud. Like, this guy might as well drive a NASCAR for Bybit and just go down here. The first link, right? Maybe he does it, but I actually don't mind this kid. He's actually pretty good. You know, trading tutorials. But look, he's gonna push Bybit on you, man. Did he take them away out of nowhere? Did something happen? This guy had Bybit shirt, like right there, partnered with Bybit tools and websites, and they're gonna spend all their time pushing Bybit on you, showing Bybit. Anyway, the list goes on and 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 on. Crypto with his Femex link, Carl the Moon with his link. These guys made millions and billions of dollars off of you guys losing money. Yes, they're like, no, but I would want you to win, because it doesn't work like that. Most leverage traders lose money. So there's just no, it's just statistically, so they're statistically making people lose money, but they're getting paid. Their channel is growing. I don't understand that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't live off of other people's pain, you know? So anyway, just something to think about. So yeah, this looks like it could pump to the upside. 1 hour wants to move. I can see you get another 32% out of the short on the Phantom 3S right here. So just something to think about. Something to think about. I'm not guaranteeing anything, all right? Nothing I do and say should be taken as financial advice. But I've traded this before. You are pushing up on momentum. You do see bearish divergence, so you have to keep that in mind. But you break through this resistance, you're definitely going to get another 15% after that. This thing will continue to move to the upside. All grifters have a great smile, nicest words, and the best intentions for you. As soon as I sell, I bet the price goes up. We're officially at the bottom. I don't know, man. So remaining USDT I owe to Phantom 3S. Check. Yeah. ETH below 1,200 now. Can't wait for the DXY crash like Venezuela value. Worthless toilet paper. And let's take a look at the dollar index here. Is it breaching through resistance? That's what we don't want to see, right? Let's take a look here at the 4-hour time frame. And when I've been screaming for a double top this whole time, I'm like, we must double top. We must double top. Let's take a look here. Now, if you've been watching my channel, we've been talking about the dollar index in this resistance point and how it's been resistance on like the 3-day, 4-day since 1989. So like we've been like doing our due diligence every single day, covering the world markets, showing you that the U.S. Tether dominance with Bitcoin dominance, showing you how to predict Bitcoin dumps and so much, man. Shout out to Peter Engelfield and everybody here. Officially under 23K. Yep. Dedicated to join the group this week. Ready to roll with you, lifer. Shout out to my man Brock Bazzani, man. I love you. Jump on in. Did you all sell your Dogelon Mars? Yes, I sold every penny of it at like 900, man. Come on, man. That thing was going to tank. It was all going to tank. There was big levels to watch, man. This thing was going to drop. Like, look at that. 264. Like, yikes. Yeah, I sold this thing at 900, man. Like, it's just going to get worse. You got to draw your levels and see it's just going to get worse. Like, it's a meme coin, man. You know? Like, you can't hodl memes, man. But hey, if the 3S tokens makes the cheese, 3S it is. You do whatever you got to do, everyone. You do whatever you got to do. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. And let's break down Bitcoin on Binance. I like to start fresh in front of everybody, but I'll show you how I knew we were going to. Look, this is like, wow, 23,000 on our way. This is not free fall, babe. This is capitulation. Complete capitulation. But look, how did you know we were going here? Well, this is a rising wedge, bear flag. Bear flags break to the downside, and they go to the measured move. It's very simple. Like, 70% of the time this happens, whether you're looking at it up or down. Like 70% of the time, this is what you're going to see. And you get rejected by the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour time frame. All right. So look, I'm going to delete all my old work. I'm going to take you through where I believe we're going to go. I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. Also, watch my live stream from last night. If you want to learn how to trade, if you want to learn a lot, last night's live stream was amazing. 7,500 views, most views I ever got in a live stream in my entire life. Jump on in. You will absolutely love this. This will blow your mind. I'm telling you right now. We were using BOOKMAP. We were juxtaposing the BOOKMAP, showing you liquidations. I mean, we were watching how we could find somewhat of a bottom. I didn't stop until Bitcoin finally bottomed out at one point. Woke up to see the melee continue to the downside, but then I called 23,000 as well. This is when you're emotionally ready for gains you will be making. Yeah. Last night, live was great. It was insane. 200 MA on the weekly getting tested. This is significantly holding my breath. I mean, yeah. So you go to the weekly chart. Let's go to Bitcoin all-time history index. All right, let's do this right now. And Bitcoin weekly candle closed last night too. All right, so I'm going to delete all my old work. We're going to look at this fresh. And you can see we are touching the 200. And as I showed you before, whenever we hit that, that's our bottom, but we usually wick down a little lower. This time we hit it at 5,100, and we would go to like, so we can go to about, like we did the math yesterday, 27% possibly, right? So we did the math. We spent like the time doing all that. Perform the selected update. Yeah. And they're still liquidating longs right now. $120,000 worth of longs getting liquidated. I'll show you where oh, wow. I mean, it's sad. We got more liquidity, 22.5, 22.4, 22,200. So you got more liquidity on the low than you have at the bottom. They're going to drag us down. Let me show you what I'm seeing here on BOOKMAP. I mean, you got this 22,005, right? So it says we're coming down there. Not much further than where we're at. That says there's massive orders there at 22,500, all right? And again, I mean, here's the idea. This is where you buy a lot of BTC. It is what it is. You got to buy Bitcoin. I mean, in my humble opinion, even if you think you're going to 10K, in my mind, you can't buy Bitcoin. I'm sorry. I think I have to buy Bitcoin. You is a person that I met in the street. You has to buy Bitcoin. He's a guy that I know. Yeah, no, his name is you. I've met a bunch of people named you before in my life. No, I know like 4 or 5 people named you. Another thing is this is the trend line, and the trend line broke. When falling wedges break to the downside, they break down parabolically the measured move. So this is where you're going to go, in my humble opinion. Nobody wants to say it, but like I just show you the measured move, and I play measured moves. That's it. That's all. I just do it exactly. Now that's a negative Bitcoin, so I don't think we're going to make that measured move. I guess you could try to be a little more conservative and take this like a shorter length. I'm just trying to use serious TA to get my results, and nothing else. 9,000, 500, 10,000. My 7K doesn't look too shabby now. When I was saying 7K now, people are like, maybe, We could do this now and say we're in this wedge. Wow. But the 200-day moving average catching price action, 22,500. You break that, you're likely to go about 30% lower, right? So that's about 14K, 12K. And I believe that the only thing is bear markets usually go long, and then like this is capitulation, and then we could get a bounce. It's just not seeming to feel like a bear market usually, like, I don't know, like look at the 2017 drop. Like you get your drop, and then you bottomed, and you hang out down there, and then you start to move, and then It's never stagnant. There's always movement in price action, and there's always going to be altcoins to trade, everybody. Once the dust settles, once things clear, we're going to see things for exactly what they are, and we're going to be able to trade the levels that we see no matter what. We've learned so much. If you've been with me, you've learned so much. It's about learning right now. Watching this market dump is a learning process. Like, you just watched a bull market turn into a bear market. Most beautiful thing you could ever see. Most people will never see that. They'll be half part of it, but they'll be panic selling. They won't really be paying attention like a trader. When you're panic selling, you're not really like involved in it mentally. You're just kind of getting beat. It's like getting beat up instead of being a boxer. You want to be in the fight. You want to be using transitions, you know. According to my calculations, we are supposed to blast off soon. Fights in finance. When will this stop? It figures I've lost so much. Guest figure WT. I don't know what WTH is. Gonna hit the 200 MA soon. It already did, man. My name is you. Yep. Subcontra. Love, light, and honor. Shout to Sensei Productions, my man. I'm not the other Michael Miller. I have made money listening to you. You're funny, man. Bitcoin pairs trading was a great portion of last night's stream. Yeah, the BTC pairs. Yep. You is a good dude. Yeah, you's a nice guy. Michael Saylor will face a margin call at 21K. We are close. He must be praying. Multi-year bear market seems pretty reasonable now. Just put 500 ETH. I pray, I'm hoping cash out fast. Wow. Yikes. You people are crazy, man. You're funny. We've been here before. We went from 19 to 3K. Now almost 60 to 23K. Love is all that matters. Thank you for building it, and we came. We are blessed to have you as our teacher, mentor for the future. Thank you so much for Love Learning and the $10 Super Chat, giving in the hardest times of her life. And I know she doesn't have a lot to give $10 in a tough time. That's unbelievable. A trip to Disney sounds good right now. Oh, don't talk about Disney, man. Oh no. Don't even go in there now. That is like, all right. Can we look at FitFi? A trip with my man Rodney Robinson, though, breathing in the fresh air. You know, maybe being on Fort DeSoto. A trip with people I love, being in nature. That's where I want to be. All right. I want to be in nature. You want to make me happy? Bring me to nature. Don't bring me to Disney World. You know what I'm saying? Bring me out to nature. Let's go surfing. Let's go sailing. I want to see the ocean breeze splash on my face. I want to feel the air. You know, I want to do something amazing with my life. Like, I want to feel the water touch my hand. I want to breathe, baby. I want to live. You know, I want to live, man. I want to live. Super Chats, Fit5. Why do you like wearing a suit? Because you know what? Everyone always asks me, why do I wear a suit? And here's the story why I wear a suit. My grandfather was a bricklayer. I came from Irish people. Irish, who had to shovel the manure for the English just to get by because we went through a famine and we had nothing. We ate potatoes and we had a huge potato famine. And it was 90% of our diet. And when the potato famine hit, it basically collapsed us. Like it was like almost impossible for us to survive. Go research the great potato famine in Ireland, okay? And when that happened, and I know it's a long story, but so my grandfather was a proud man, and he shoveled manure with a smile. That's what I was told. Shovel. Don't ever let them know you're down. Hey, I'll keep it going, brother. You know, hey, you can crap on me again, brother. Just keep it going. Like we got more pride. Like we would never treat someone the way the English treated us back then. We would never do that. You know what I'm saying? So the Irish, we got beat so hard so many times. The Irish found this compassion. And if you grow up Irish, your family tells you, like, it could be you one day because it's been us one day. And we have this extra sense. It was so close. It was only in the late 1800s. It was like 100 and some odd years ago. It wasn't that long ago that our ancestors, you know, millions of Irish people died eating grass. Their mouths were green because they died. Millions. No, millions. The Irish famine, look. And the English had tons of food they could have sent right over the boat, and they didn't. They watched us die, bro. The Great Potato Famine in Ireland. So my grandfather moved here to Boston, or his grandfather did. And my grandfather was born in the South End in 1909. He became a bricklayer in the city of Boston. He gave his life as a union worker, right? He then would buy a nice, beautiful house in one of the nicest towns in West Roxbury, where, I tell you what, the Judges, baseball, all the Red Sox lived in the town my dad grew up in. It's the town I still live in to this day. And so, you know, my grandfather was a bricklayer, and my dad used to tell me my grandfather used to wear a suit and tie to work every day. And you'd be like, no, he's a bricklayer. He didn't wear a suit. He really did. He dressed like this. He would take his coat off at the job site, put it in the trailer or whatever, right? Put it in his car. you know, hang it. He would take off his tie. He would roll his sleeves up. He would wear an apron. He put an apron on as a mason. He was a mason, stone mason. You know, he put the bricks. He chopped. He could create anything, walkways, bricks. On the weekends, he worked on the weekends. He would be in rich people's homes doing all their fire, doing their fireplaces. You know, my grandfather worked 7 days a week, and he wore a suit every single day of his life. And my dad told me, you know, you come from men that dress well. You come from men that believe in themselves. You come from men with honor. You know, there's many times in my life where there was some things I was going to do, and my dad said, your last name is everything you have. Your name is Samuel James Price, and your last name is everything you have. You sell your last name for a piece, for $1 for something, and that's what a Bybit link is. You're selling your last name. All you YouTubers out there doing that, you're selling your last name. 5 years from now, you're going to be able to look yourself in the mirror and know who you really are. You're going to be able to go to your mother's grave and tell her what you did. I have faith. I believe God looks down on me. I don't do things if I don't think they're right. Too much of the world thinks they can just do whatever they want. Come on now. So when you ask me why I wear a suit every day on this channel, that's why I wear a suit every day in this channel. That's why I dress up every day. That's why I put in everything. And that's why I put in 110%. And that's why I don't take a day off. Okay? Sorry. I just had to say it. And I got hit with the camera in the face. God telling me to calm down. But that's who I am. And that's where I come from. Okay? I know who I am. I know where I come from. Okay? And that's why I dress up every day. Because I have faith, pride, and honor in myself. And in my family and where I came from. All right? So, all right. So I just someone asked a question and I decided to answer it to the fullest of my abilities. Okay? So look, this could be the wedge we're in too. And then look, up, down, bounce right back to the upside. Too many people think that you can't bounce. Too many people think it's over. Too many people think the pain is done. I mean, that was a melee. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then that little, and everyone's got happy about that week. I told them, don't worry, that week ain't gonna do nothing for you. That week ain't gonna do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Melee. And honestly, you could even look at it like this, right? Never thought about it like this. Do we bounce? I mean, it's a falling wedge in the weekly. You're extremely oversold at this point. What I didn't like was that 3-day. The 3-day wanted to dump on you. See that? That was the only worrisome, Let's take a look at this. Let's find our measured move here now. There's that. You got to take the length of the bowl. That's going to show us where we're going. Yeah, 12K, 13K. Trust me, I mean, it's not that hard to lose 10K now when you're at 22,000. So the measured move is 12, 13K. However, we do have this channel now. Can we stay in the channel? This one here and this one, both of them coincide with the same area, right? So this is a falling wedge. We'd like to see a bounce to the upside. So this is what we're looking at for Bitcoin. Can we bounce here at 22,700? Wow, 22,007 as it continues to rip to the downside. Like, this is just a bloodbath. And I always have to go to the 1 minute to find out whether it's going to end or not, you know? Honey, brother, get it in, you legend. Yeah, just keep that honey going on my throat, man. I hope it crashes to 10K. I mean, I'll finally be able to buy so many dang Bitcoins. So happy to be here. If you're new as well, please make sure you hit that like button. Executive Order 66. Execute Order 66. Do it. Shake it but not shook, brother. Shout out to Island Boy 242, man. Looking like a big W. I'm buying the small window, 150 to 9,600. You're funny, Preston Collins. It's going to dig a small hole in the floor when it lands and then bounce. Sam, you're my boy, Blue. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you trying to get through this voice. You can see my voice is tattered up after a 4-hour live stream last night. A 4-hour live stream. It was intense. Absolutely intense. Just complete insanity, right? You know? So if you want to join a trading group with integrity, if you want to join a trading group with someone that believes in themselves, if you want to join a trading group where you know you're going to be around people that are going to change your life, then I believe you should join our trading group. Not only are we going to keep you educated with crypto, we're also going to keep you mentally ready to rock. We're going to keep you going. We're going to keep you focused. We're going to keep you motivated. When you get down on yourself, you're going to have a group of people that tell you not to do that. You're going to have positive people in your life that give you positive affirmations. That alone is worth $99 a month. I'm telling you right now. Too many people have hate in their life. Too many people have too much pain in their life. Too many people need light, love, and happiness to get out of the zone that they're in. I'm telling you. All right. So look, we just keep making bear flags. And like, you try to work your way out of these. This finally broke out, but so this broke out finally. And you need to bounce off of here. Like if you don't bounce off of here or here, try to make, it did make a double bottom here on the 1 minute. We saw this before though, you know. Kind of have to creep back inside this pattern and then this could break out. You see? That's the only way, you know. Try to open this up. These are these ugly channels. We keep falling out of the channel. So you long and short right now. I mean, the 1 hour says you're going to dump. Actually, no. Wait, hold on. Must have been looking at a different time frame the other day. Okay, sorry. 1 hour suggests we do pump at one point. I mean, 2 hours, 22 hours beat to the ground. The daily got slaughtered. Honestly, though, we were waiting for that daily to dump on us. Pretty interesting. I mean, you just waited for that daily to dump. And eventually, you know, right around here, and we did. You know, the daily was going to dump. Pretty obvious to me. You had a bear flag and you had your measured move. How many times did I draw this on the channel? Like, how many times? And I kept saying 19K, 20K. And I said, that's your measured move, 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 that's your measured move. We started shorting in April. Like, honestly, I feel good because I know that I didn't lead anyone to slaughter. You know, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but we were short in the market. We were short in the market properly and doing what we had to do. So shout out to everyone that shorted. I taught so many people about 3S tokens that didn't know. I taught so many people how to read Bitcoin that didn't know. Hundreds and hundreds of people in the last few weeks made money on 3S tokens because they learned and got educated in my group. So you know what? Less people got wrecked because of the cryptolifer channel. Less people traded leverage because of the cryptolifer channel. More people got educated about Bitcoin and the financial system. More people learned about the Federal Reserve and how it's printing your money to zero. More people learned about our government and what they're really doing to your wealth. More people understood what gold is and why gold's equated to Bitcoin. More people find out who Mike Maloney is and why I started buying gold. More people learned about the power of a Satoshi and how stacking a Satoshi is so important. And more people learned about how to buy in fear and greed index and how to take control of their emotions. So like in the last few weeks, with all the new people that joined our trading group, I feel like we did a really good service to the world and to all the people here. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. I love you all. So we shorted the markets. We called the shorts. You know, we honestly, if you were in my trading group on the weekly time frame, I called the top of the market right here. And I'm not trying to even, I'm just trying to show you how you could too. Forget me. Like every time I bring up myself, I have to bring up myself because I'm the guy trading on the group. But use me as a vehicle of God. I'm just telling you, the knowledge is power. Here's your low. Here's your higher low. Here's your low, here's your high, here's your high, here's your higher high. Here's your high, here's your lower high. These don't match. When these don't match on a giant time frame, you're going down. It's that simple. And now you need weekly divergence to get us back up. And that's something we're going to have to look for. Also, when moving averages are far apart, you still have more downside. The 21 and the 200 are still far apart. We are not out of this bear run until these get nice and tight. That tells me we have a ways to go down. All right, a ways. So DCA always keeps them on the sidelines. Shout out to $88 in Super Chat. Shout out to everyone that jumped on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Jason Casper teaches you to use 70x leverage. I don't understand why you always hate on it. If you use proper risk management, it's very profitable. Because you know why? I'd like to see how many of his students actually make money trading 70x leverage. It's not easy for a beginner, man. People got to learn spot. They got to learn spot for 2 to 3 years before they can even try to trade leverage. You know what I'm saying? And what is he trading like $1,000 at a time? You get what I'm saying? Like, he's probably trading smaller amounts. He's a great trader. He knows what he's doing, okay? He's been doing it for a long, long time. I'm not hating on him at all. I am just stating that beginners get rocked. Fine. My whole thing is this. You can be in my group for a couple of years, learn your spot. Then you can go and do all the leverage trading you want. By all means, jump on into leverage trading if that's what you want to do. I'm not saying you can't get good at it. I don't like it. I personally think it eats up my time and it goes up and down and it's just like, it's too much for me. All right. And I'm telling you right now, 95% 5% of leverage traders get rocked and wrecked. It's just, so this is true for some. Thanks for going over. I like to see the entire win rates, like they like to show their wins and I like to see it. I believe Jason Casper's 100%. I love that dude. I don't want to say anything negative about that guy. I love that dude. All right. So I'm not going to, so don't even bring him up in what I was saying, because I wasn't talking about him. All right. He's an honorable person. He does what he does. And if you want to watch what he does, then you do it. Uneducated leverage traders are the reason we're at 22K and not at 100K. Exactly. Can we get a good bounce off the 200 MA? Anything is possible, but the last time you saw we did wick below it. Lost 20K leverage trading. See? You are in the presence of a legend. Sam will leave a legacy. He is laying bricks each day, each new person he helps. If leverage trading was profitable, there would be no companies offering leverage. Yeah, exactly. Because you would make so much money, they would go out of business. Bing Bong Value Sauce, Candle Mafia, Crypto Lifers for Live. We're going to do it. Derivatives is destroying the market. Yep. Made thousands trading 100x leverage as a newbie and lost it all plus more. See what he said? Another brick in the wall. All right, so here's our idea for Bitcoin. We're going to lose the 200-day moving average, fall to the downside here, and there could be a wick. I showed you all the last times we've done this, we have wicked below it slightly. However, it has been our bottom on the weekly. I'm not going to say it definitely our bottom, but I showed you yesterday that we did wick from 56 all the way to 40. So 1,600 on 56, about 30% loss. So it says we're going to go another 7K down, 14,000. On a wick, though, on a quick wick, it does say we've hit our bottom. The dollar index seems to be double topping. I keep showing you the 2-week chart. The 2-week chart is beat to the ground. I mean, this is when I buy lots of Bitcoin, straight up. This is when I buy a lot of Bitcoin, everybody. About to buy $5,000 worth of Bitcoin right now live. Everyone else is going to leverage trade 100x with 5,000. I feel more comfortable putting 5,000 into Bitcoin and holding it for 4 years. See, I'm humble. I can wait for my money. I don't need to make it immediately. You see what I'm saying? Like my channel only had 800 people, right? And then I kept grinding and grinding. And then we got, 1,000 subscribers. Then we got 2,000, 3,000. I was patient because I love what I was doing. So I was patient about it. When you love what you're doing, when you're passionate about your life, you can push forward at the speed of light. It makes sense, okay? And I hope I cleared up why I wear a suit now. It's pretty obvious, right? I made it real clear. And I don't mind actually showing you guys who I really am. That's another thing. You see all sides of me. Sometimes I may get ferocious. Sometimes I may get full of anger because I am a passionate man. And when you live with passion, it cannot be held back. That's why I don't do good in an office space. I can't work in an office space, dude. I have too much. I'll say something loud in the kitchen. I'm like, it's not a great day. And everyone in the office will look at me like, what the? I can't be contained in a small space. It's just not the place for me. 9 to 5 was not where I was going to survive. I have no business being in somebody else's office. I have only business being in my dreams, in my world with each and every one of you. And that's what we're going to do. I love you all. Let's go. Gigantic emerald green candles for Bitcoin ASAP. Shout out to Joshua Carrero. Your passion gives me motivation, Sam. Thank you. Suit, no suit, doesn't matter. All about the knowledge. It'll set you free. It's all good. Warrior status. Main Bitcoin is done for now. Let it fall. Will be a minute before we go up. Feds crashing. Not the traders. Yep, exactly. I'm always the dude that would walk into church with that Bitcoin tank top on. But you are changing my mind on the dressing nice. Hey man, anything you got to do, whatever you want to do. Lots of money in leverage trading this week. Yeah, Bitcoin to 8K. I mean, there's a chance it goes to 7,000. That's on the measured move, right? 22,500 is going to be your psychological level now. All right. Let's go back to the weekly. So yes, we are tapping the 200-day moving average for sure. Look at that. Touching it. So these are the charts that I'm seeing, everybody. And I'm trying to, let me show it to you. I'll do it slow because I'm sure I have new people on the channel today. You take away this. Take away that. This gives us our where we're going to go, though, which is 14,000. All right. Let me just show you where we get 14,000, the daily chart here. And I've been spot on. Like a lot of things that I've said in the last month and a half have happened. Can we get 1,000 viewers on the live? Everyone, get those likes up to 1,000 likes. We're about to crack 1,000 viewers on the live stream. We've never done it. Only 120 more people to get 1,000 viewers on the live. We're going to breach. You're going to see history get made. You're going to watch a YouTuber breach through and break resistance. Come on, baby. Look it. We just went parabolic, baby, because the other YouTubers fell off. They didn't tell people right. People were watching them and they were like, man, this guy was not telling me the right things. I got rocked. And then someone said, hey, I made tons of money with this dude. He told me to short the market on Friday night. And they're like, who's that dude? And they're like, this guy, cryptolifer. You know, he didn't tell me to do anything, actually. He educated me, and I started to learn what he was teaching. He goes live every day. The guy hasn't taken a day off in over 505 days. I'm telling you right now, while these other YouTubers slack and wild out and cry, this man shows up every single day ready to rock. I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. So look, here is your wedge. You're going to fall down. Your measured move is to 19K. The bigger measured move is the bigger length. Brings you to 13,761. All right. So I'm going to get rid of that flag for now because it just gets in the way on the bigger time frame. And I can show you the monthly chart, the 2-week chart, the 1-minute chart, the 7-minute chart. I can teach you how to trade any single time frame in any single market. And what I teach you, you can trade Tesla. You can trade the stock market. You can trade the Dow Jones. You can trade any single market, Forex, every single market in the world from what I teach. So look, I got this falling wedge cooking right here. Wish I could almost change colors, but see this falling wedge here? I can almost outline it, right? So we got this one. And this is the one that, like, this is the small one. But you can see it's going to come to the bottom there. All right? So focus on this channel here. We're going to clean it up. That's all right. That's legit. So you got a falling wedge here. And you're at the bottom of the wedge. You should bounce up at least to, like, the next part of the channel. And kind of maybe even deal. I'd like to say resistance, but you may not get there. Like right here. 28,600. Now, remember, when Bitcoin bounces now, it can bounce pretty fast. It's not a big asset like it was at 60K. Now you can make more money trading. I'm telling you, you don't believe me, but watch. Now when Bitcoin goes up a little bit, even more money trading leverage because, right, 1,000 now is 20%. You know, you get, is 1/20th. So 1,000 before was 1/60th. So when Bitcoin went up $1,000, it was Now when Bitcoin goes up $1,000, you can make more money. So get excited. The smaller asset now gives us more opportunity to make money in the market. It's actually pretty cool. So think about that now. We got a better perspective. We're all smarter than we used to be. We learned our lessons. We took our tail behind our legs. We're licking our wounds. We're ready to go back. We're ready to take it forward. We can't give up. If we give up, what does that make us? It makes us losers. And I'm not a loser. I don't lose. I'm not a quitter. Okay? So shout out to each and every one of you. You only lose when you quit. I tell everyone that. And I don't mean go keep pouring money in there. I mean, maybe it's time to get educated. Maybe it's time to step off from the trading that you've been doing. And maybe it's time to actually just begin to learn what Fibonacci is, what support and resistance is. If you weren't putting your support and resistance in the last few weeks and you lost money, that's why. If you didn't know Fibonacci and you lost money, that's why. If you didn't understand the concepts of technical analysis and you lost a lot of money, that's why. This short was really obvious to play. Friday night, I was sitting at the Celtics game. I sat down at the halftime and was able to call the short in my phone. Okay, I'm not saying this game is easy, but there is ways to take advantage. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 900 viewers on the live, 577 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Can we breach 1,000 people on the live? Can we breach 1,000 people on the live? Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a light worker, and I'm also working this chart. So look, the daily wants to bounce. Can it bounce? We got to hold this level here. We must hold. Let's see. I'm going to bring this down a little lower. I got 2. Hold up. Yeah, 22K, really. I'm going to say 22K is our level. We are getting a bit of a bounce off 22K. Let's take a look at the 1-minute chart. Why the 1 minute? When price action moves fast, you need smaller time frames. You need smaller time frames. I remember saying, I wish I could buy at these numbers. Wow. 921 people in the live. For real. Unbelievable, everybody. Unbelievable. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Dustin, I'm trying so hard to scoop as much Bitcoin as I possibly can. Big up, man. Thanks for your hard work. Hey. So look, we are trying to V-shape recovery back inside the pattern. And I said if we get back in the pattern, then this pattern can break out. So the 1 minute needs to get back in this falling wedge. And I've been kind of figuring this out. The market maker breaks you out of the pattern, then you break back in. It's kind of sad. It's like bearishly retesting. You see that? Bearishly retesting the $23,000 area. And traders don't have anything right now. As I'm a trader, so like all I have to do is this bounce now. Like I'd have to put a long at 22.36. Ooh, I can't stand that. They were on the all-time history index, right? Yes, thank God. Look, bearish retest. See, you try to get back in the pattern. That's a short right there. I have to say that you You must break back inside this pattern. This is TA. See, TA still, look, this is a double bottom, and the double bottom did hit the measured move to the upside. There was a 70% chance, 68% chance you were going to go this high, but that was the same resistance point. Got to break back above that. But look, now you're high in the stochastics RSI. You're about to roll over. Doesn't seem you're going to make it into the pattern. Doesn't seem like you're going to make it all the way up in there. So that is resistance of the pattern for Bitcoin on the 1 minute. Says we could go even lower. Could go even lower. So now you're hoping that you bounce off these two levels. You got to get a bounce here or a bounce here. Also, volatility on Monday is horrible. Bounce back in the pattern, Bitcoin. Bounce back in the pattern. You must get back in that pattern. You must right now, just to even remain slightly bullish for the day. Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. And it got wicked down. And now you got, and you got rejected. See that? You couldn't make it into the pattern. This is live action here on Trading Styles. Man, wow. Dumpage. And, you know, you gotta, when you don't get when you have a high, look at your Stokes. When your Stokes were above the dotted line recently and you have a high, you make your secondary high above them. That's great. You must bounce here. You must. 22,900 must bounce as you broke through 23K again. Little bit of love right there. People buying into the lows, but dang. And could we go to 10K? Could we go to 8K? You never know. I want to go all in, but I'm also like, man, I should keep some money on the sidelines. Yep, and that's what you always show, Sam, the bearish retest. Yeah, the bearish retest constantly. And I knew this pattern. See, most people don't even know how to, most people are freaking out. They can't get their head around this pattern at all. I mean, you got to calm down to find this pattern. You got to take a deep breath and you got to be like, all right, what's happening? What's going on? What am I seeing here? It took years to find Lifer. Lifer teaches us how to use his crypto survival toolkit. What we learn from Lifer and his elite traders is a valuable lifetime skill. Patience and practice today is priceless. Shout out to Love Learning for the $10 super chat. I also, if everyone's new here, I also do a teaching course, a beginner's course, if you can believe it. Every Tuesday from 3 to 5. You can sit with me for 2 hours. It got you 2.5. It's actually 3 to 6. I gotta lie. I go to like 5:30 every time. We gotta change the time. It's 3 to 5:30. That gives me more time than when I can get it done. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you for the $98 in chat revenue, 607 likes, 928 people on the live. Love Learning. Thank you so much for giving me $20 today. Love, so much respect to you and yours. I love you. I got a 10-inch beard. I'm growing the beard out, Dustin. What do you think? You know? Crypto total market cap is still well above the 200 MA weekly. There you go. I'm spotting from 20K to 150 at $100 a week till the bottom. $100 a week to the bottom. That's a pretty good idea. Keep buying $100 a week. That's what I did. That's how I got paid, everyone. I dollar cost average into Bitcoin over and over again until it paid me. That's what I did. So you must bounce here or here to remain, you know. And honestly, now I'll show you something else now. I'm open-minded at all times. And actually, I see it now too. Look. So I found that bearish retest. But look, now you got something like this brewing. Yeah, you're heading down to the bottom of the channel again. I mean, you're in a downtrend until you're not. And they can't just out of nowhere pull us out of, like, you know, it's like, we need a relief rally. But yeah, you're going to make a lower low here. 22,500, highly likely, right? And then again, you could go to like a BTCDOWN, which you could trade on Binance, right? And the 1 minute's probably going to bounce up out of this. How do you do it? This is the channel here. I've seen this so many times now. I've actually seen this like 60 times where they break you up, break you back down in. You know? Thank you, Sean. So Bitcoin down right here, look. Sorry about that. And this could break up back to resistance. That's a quick scalp on the 1 minute. Like, you know, very quick. That's a leverage trade, 4%, 5%, probably take 5 minutes. It's likely to happen based if Bitcoin dumps off that lower low. Let's take a look at the dollar index now and see what's happening for the dollar. Gaining strength again, about to break through that resistance. 105. Yo. Man. 3-day has legs. Look at the 3-day is going to rip. I mean, look at the 3-day chart. The 3-day chart for the dollar says we're going up. Like, yikes. Like, I played the 3-day many times. It was a good ready. I'm one of the only people online that trades the 3-day. You know, I see like one other guy, like Crypto Crew University, like sometimes mentions the 3-day. I like that guy, but I think he's corny. And I think he charges way too much for his stuff. He's really smart and he has good information, but he's greedy. Like, he charges $4,000 or $5,000 a class. I just think he's out of his mind, you know? I don't know. There are high net worth individuals, though. He can do whatever he wants. Whatever. I'm happy that he lives in abundance and that he makes his money, though. So good for him. I never bought his classes because I didn't want to pay $4,000. For me, you can spend 2 years with me and not spend that much money. And you're going to learn so much in 2 years trading with the lifer. Come on, man. I actually give away, if you pay in crypto, it's 900, it's 1,000 for the year, So if you pay in cryptocurrency, $900 in crypto for the year. So 4 years for me is $3,600. You made my trading for 4 years. You will learn so much. That's a college course that usually lasts you 4 months. So my trading group will really teach you how to get paid way more than, you'll learn so much. You'll learn so many more skills that can teach you how to get paid. So look, the 3-day chart says we're going to 109 and the dollar index can continue to pump to the upside, which is kind of crazy, and if the Fed keeps raising interest rates, they're going to lower demand. If they lower demand, they're going to raise the dollar's going to be, they're going to raise the high. They're going to try to stop the dollar from going up in value. They have no other chance. See, they're going to pull all stops. They're going to bury Bitcoin, bury the stock market. They're going to do anything they can because they're afraid of their own skin. The problem, what they don't realize is they're going to raise the dollar as much as they can. You're going to see $20. You could see $10 gasoline. I'm telling you right now, a $10 gasoline. People aren't going to be able to move. This country is going to become stagnant. And the only people are going to look at people like me that have been buying Bitcoin and using alternative assets for a long, long time. Everyone, I know we can get to 1,000 people. I'm not going to stop till we get to 1,000 people on this live stream today. I will not have it taken from me. We will get to this milestone today. On my word, we will get to this milestone. Each and every one of you, please hit that like button. Get to 1,000 likes. We got so many people here on the live. On my word, we will hit 1,000 people on this live. We have educated so many people. Help us educate more people. You know how many people didn't get rocked, didn't get wrecked, didn't get slammed, didn't get banged out? You know how many people stayed strong because we were here every single day, the crypto lifer? I didn't sell Bybit links. They offered me $100,000 a month. They sent me emails, all these different people, 60 grand a month. I'll give you 30 grand up front. You know how much money that is? I said, no. I said, I will not sell my name to you and I will not work for you. I work for myself. I don't work for Bybit. I will not shill your Bybit link on somebody. I won't do it. If I trade leverage, I can trade leverage alone. No one needs to know about my leverage trading. I don't need to, because I have years of experience. I'm going to do way better than most of you. Then you're going to try to replicate what I do and you're going to get rocked. And then I'm going to make money off you. Come on, man. Do the math. They make it look easy. These guys are freaking charlatans. And you know what? It's time to call them out. Just like altcoins get taken out, the bad channels are going to get taken out. The people that were full of nonsense are going to fall to the wayside. The people that were true, the people that stayed strong are going to still be here 4 years from now. We're going to find out who YouTubers are. We're going to find out the YouTubers who are just telling you whatever you wanted to hear every single day. We didn't do that to you. We never did that here on this channel. I'm getting adamant today. I'm getting passionate because it is what it is, baby. Too many charlatans out here. Liquidation mechanisms, other crypto live exchanges, totally shady. I'm a noob, been able to set up a trade the second day being in the 99 lifers. I love that. You were able to set up a trade the second day in the group. Lifer only shills lifer and honey, baby. You just promoted Bybit by saying its name. No, I did not. All right, whatever. All right, you have a point. But so if I tell you there's a hurricane coming, that I promoted the hurricane? No, I told you there was danger coming. You see what I'm saying? There was danger coming. Danger coming. I'm just trying to keep you away from danger. Watch the throat over there. Hey, watch my throat. Don't you dare touch my throat over there. Funny, there was a funny story when I was a kid. I said, don't touch my throat. This guy grabbed my throat. I said, don't you dare touch my throat. And so this kid thought it was funny. He went by me. It was like a joke, right? But I was sitting on a bed in a motel. He walked by me this way with his hand backwards. I'll put on the secondary camera for this because when I'm doing explanations, it works better. But so he comes behind me with his hand backwards. Maybe I need this light. Yes, he comes behind me with his hand backwards and he touches my throat. Then I pick this kid up and I throw him like 7 feet into a door. This is back in the day. This is Boston, but it's just a funny thing. Don't touch my throat, bro. Hey, don't touch me in the throat over here. So the dollar index looks strong on the 3-day chart. I'll tell you what, man, I hope it takes a dump easy. Take a look at the daily. The daily is very overbought. But again, we saw Bitcoin sail along up here for a while it floated up. So that 3-day is really what I'm looking at right now. I'm watching the 3-day chart. Until the 3-day gets above the dotted line, I have to assume, in the lack of bearish momentum, the dollar is going to continue. That's going to shred Bitcoin when we get to 109. So be careful, everybody. I see more downside coming on the 3-day chart. On the 3-day chart. Look, this is starting to move to the upside, already up a little bit. Already up 1.8% on the trade, right? This is highly likely to break out. I'm showing you. I'm breaking it down. I'm breaking it down. Count Dracula. But look at this. I mean, you got a falling wedge, break it to the upside. You're at resistance. Bang, bang, bang. And today's a celebration. Most people on the live we've ever had in the history of the live stream, retending 900 people, and we're holding good retention. People want to learn. People want to get educated. The truth will prevail. I always believe that. Hey, don't touch my throat. What are the Fed allowed to bleed the American? Why is the Fed allowed to bleed the American people? Yeah, they're bleeding the American people so they can try to save their own face. They should just put their hands up and say, everyone, we need to find a better way. We don't know what we did. We made huge mistakes. We need an overhaul. But then everyone would learn. We need to educate everyone and say, this is what the Federal Reserve was doing. It was wrong. The bankers are wrong. Honestly, we need all the world powers to come out and get handcuffed. Like the people that have been stealing from people. And that's why this will never come out. You know what I'm saying? That's why this will never come out. Additional cameras still hot. Still hot? You mean it's hot like it's too light? Like it's too bright? Or it's too, I don't know what you mean. Hot like you like it? I don't know what that means. Still hot. Like the IMF you're talking about. I'm talking about them all, man. The World Economic Forum. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Like all these chinses. You want to see what I'm looking at? Look at this. This is what I'm looking at. I got to maintain at all times, baby. I didn't build this studio to play games, right? I built this studio to make it happen, to change my life, to change your life. So each and every one of us can go after what we love. Look at this short playing out as we told. I mean, bang. I'd like to see it get stalled out. We want a double top up here. We do see strong bearish divergence on the short, on the 1 minute. It is the 1 minute chart. Still, though, you do see bearish dip. You'd like to see this kind of eventually fall off. But this is looking bullish to me. Honestly, as a bigger, you could take the whole length of this pole here. So even today, we're going to give you a live trade on Bitcoin. I'm short. It's a short right now. 9% gains on the short in probably 10 minutes, 20 minutes. That's what we're looking at. Highly probable. Pocket square, how to put in a pocket square, how to wear a pocket square. Everyone wants to know how to wear a pocket square. Let me teach the young men here that are watching the channel how to wear a pocket square. Just real fast. I know while we got both cameras, there's many ways to do it. You can fold. I don't mind this one. Real quick. And the ladies, if you can help your buddy. If you meet a man and you know how to fold his pocket square for him, he's going to just swoon over you. So I could also teach the ladies how to get men, and I could teach the men how to get ladies. I'm an old guy, all right? Not today, right, babe? My wife just said nah. My wife said, all right. Oh, I could just teach you how to make people feel good. There's a way to make people feel good. People like you when you make them feel good. So look, that's one way, right? But I like to do the spoof. The spoof is hands flat, upside down, push in, create a flowerless, a nice curl flower of some type if you can. That one was a little much. Just trying to entertain you for a split second. How to do a pocket square, right? There you go. And then when you get that, you furl the bottom nicely. You make it feel nice too. And when you got it right, and you got this, you poof it, and it just feels right, and you go with the flow, right? Red day, so I got the red on. I had to have the red on for the red day. So pain in the streets, baby. Pain in the streets, blood in the streets, whatever you ever want to call it. Just complete bloodbath. Thank God right there, the 1 minute said enough is enough. Can Bitcoin finally find some solace? And that's what I do. I watch these time frames. Man, 3 day. 1 hour says, even the 1 hour right now for the dollar index wants to pump. That's so crazy. With Bitcoin? It's kind of strange, right? But you did get that. We talked about this break into the upside. I want a double top. I'm screaming for a double top, You in a trader reality, my go-to. Dump TX. Your ticker is blocking your hands, lifer. You're funny, man. Look, There's no more camera, dude. There's no more camera, man. All right. S&P tanking, as we suggested. If it breaks this level, it's going to go down even lower like we showed you. And it's starting. That's a bearish retest if it can't hold that level. Markets, man. The bloodbath came. We were waiting for it. We knew it was coming. And wow, look at Bitcoin dominance. Just people sold out of Bitcoin into Tether dominance. Wow. It didn't even rip. It ripped and then dumped on you. Let's take a look at Tether dominance. Tether dominance at 776. People ran into Tether like you wouldn't believe. Look, we showed you this yesterday, that Tether was going to fly all the way up to 8. And I said, be careful. I said, this looks like we could have a massive move. I said, I would like to see Tether not get above these zones, but the Tether dominance kind of told you that this was. So you basically, TA is great. It gives you a 78% chance. So you slap a pattern on the dominance, and you'll see it's going to tell you the dominance is going to go up 70%. And then you're like, does that mean? Now you have a 70% chance Bitcoin's going to dump. This is how you can figure out how to trade the market. All right? You could trade these two different ideas together. It's pretty awesome. And it can really help you. I can just make this smaller. It can really help you. All right. So by juxtaposing two assets that are offset, putting the TA on them, and then finding the highest probability just reiterates and is a redundancy on your trading. You now have a secondary idea, secondary opinion, right? And that's a beautiful thing. That works. That's awesome. So something to think about, something that I want you guys to kind of keep in your heads, right? That's right. Buy up that fear. I got myself a little Bitcoin too. Yeah. Please take a look at waves. If you're new to the stream, smash that like button. Cryptolifer, but the bounce talk kicked me out. My shorts early. Dude, you just did what someone else told you to do, you fool. Can't do what anyone else did. You think I do what someone tells me to do? I need the play-by-play pocket square folds, man. Arrest them. Wild day in the markets, yep. Jamal Antonio for the pocket square, damn. Thanks, brother, I love you, brother. Shout out to Jamal, man, we love you. Crypto Muser in the house, side view. LOL. Yeah, when I got your camera, I figured, why don't I just keep it and play with it, And everyone, check out Crypto Muser on his channel. My man, Crypto Muser. We did so much fun stuff this weekend. We did a VR thing. We jumped around with my daughter. We had a blast, actually. I sent him some things. Look what we did. Let me show you what the lifers did. I went to a trampoline park, right? And I was bogging. I love this place. This place is awesome. I bring my daughter there and we wild out all the time, Try to get the big pump, and then you got to get right close and then and then you can just flip into a bag. It's just so nice. Try to do a backside front misty flip, but like with the 180 curve. I didn't get the full spin though. I love this place, man. Then I was doing like the obstacle courses, My hands are all sweaty. You're full of sweat. I've done this like 10 times. I have to let you guys know. I've done it before. But I kept slipping off because my hands were so sweaty. And I was like, man, I got to do this for the lifers. I got to do it for the lifers, man. Show them what we got, man. And I knew I was going to bring it up with the channel. I was like, I got to get this in. I started swaying too much. I usually don't swing that much. And I haven't been doing my pull-ups like I used to, man. This thing's going to slide the other way eventually, down on you, And all I had to do was stay and maintain, and it was like the easy part. I would have had that, man. I would have had that. I've done it before, though. I want to make it real clear. I've done it before, And then we were in VR. Look, we got music in the VR room, we were in there, like literally, they put shoes on you. Look at this. They put a shoe on you, and you run, you lean forward, and we were playing like a Halo-ass game, a Halo-like game. And we were running around, shooting each other. It was absolutely insane. It was insane. Anyway, make sure you have fun on the weekends, everyone. Make sure you do something fun. Check out Crypto Muser. Check him out, man. 535. Let's get him to 1,000 subs. Come on, man. Let's help this kid out. He's been doing his grinding, doing his thing every day. I remember being there. I was just there like 2.5 years ago with my 500 subs. I was just there. Anything could happen in your life if you believe in yourself. Anything could happen if you believe in yourself. I truly believe that. All right, everyone, I'm out for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you are already doing the right thing. Shout out to all the new lifers here. I'm going to have a new lifer conference with all the new lifers. I want to make sure you're situated with this crazy market. Remember, every Thursday we have a private weekly screen share, so we will be together this Thursday hanging out. Get ready for that as well. So have faith. Stay the course. We're going to keep it moving. Right now, I'm not going to make a call on Bitcoin. It's Sunday. It's Monday morning. Normally, I'm like, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. 23K did just hold. Let's go back to that 1 minute chart and see what's brewing here. And what was brewing was this falling wedge, right? You can almost say we broke out of it, broke back in, and we did break. Remember I said we got to break back inside the pattern, and I was holding us here, and we did. You know, we eventually did break back inside. You could say that's pretty sweet, all right? So there you have it, all right? We were bearishly retesting there. We powered through, came through here. Now we're kind of bearishly retesting this zone at the top of the channel. But again, we're making a higher low for the first time with this double bottom. So a double bottom did find a bottom here at one point, 22,006. Not guaranteeing it, but at one point you have to get it. The smaller time frame will show you where the carnage is over. So we worked the carnage again till 22,700. We made our double bottom, and now we're probably going to make a move bigger to the upside. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you so much for the $98 in chat revenue, 755 likes, the almost 1,000 people that we had on the live stream at one point, 946 people. Everybody, from the bottom of my heart, I couldn't do it without you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Without each and every one of you coming onto my live stream every day, I wouldn't have this stream. I wouldn't have the passion. I wouldn't have the love. So you people gave it to me. I really, really appreciate it. No words can express my gratitude for each and every one of you for showing up on the live every single day. I'm going to get back into my screens. I'm going to give my mind a break for a second, meditate, get back into my screens, be there for my group. Shout out to all the new people that joined the trading group. I do see some new people. I think we got about 5 people that joined the trading group just now. Unbelievable. You people are brave, and I'm going to give you everything I have for your braveness. Remember, fortune favors the brave, everybody. Fortune favors the brave. I'm going to say that one more time, and then we're going to end this stream. Fortune favors the brave.